pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. What a cut. Now he's loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Going up top again. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They showed a lot of confidence with that 59-yard attempt, but the flip side is the offense has it around the 42. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Gators. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that play happens because they blitz, they get pressure, make the QB feel uncomfortable. He throws the ball up, and you make a play on the football, and you take that thing back to the house. Nice pass rush, nice pressure, and nice job turning defense into offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him.
It's a seam wide open, and they swarm him under.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, LSU.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he...
Wide open spaces. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on third down. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Daniels. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, Kansas and Missouri once shared a conference. Now all they share is a bunch of hard feelings. Here's how this great rivalry went down today. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. Hires on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
Turning it on! How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown LSU.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. On over the middle, it's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a nice game. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back has it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. Runs through a tackle. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Looking for space. It's Perry. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks.
He's going to let it go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Perry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got it in the middle, it's ball. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Bringing the heat. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lots of running room. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're working that left side. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Daniels. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Sets up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Running into the open space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. To throw, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback empties his backfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hilton. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Need 10 yards yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Back open in the middle. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout.
Patriot. First down, fellas. Alamo. Return. Ho.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground